Okay, hello everyone, and welcome back to Animaechan. Today I'm going to be watching episode 21 of Demon Slayer with you, the full episode, using this timer, just like all my other Demon Slayer videos. This is like my 50th time restarting the intro of this video because I keep forgetting to take away this damn screen. Because it's just supposed to be there for the first 5 seconds to help you align your your episode with my reaction, because you need the two screens to watch. And the first time it was buffering, so I had to download the episode because I'm having a little bit of internet issues today. And then I forgot to take away the screen 3 times, and there was just a lot of stuff. But I'm now here. Whatever happens, I'm just gonna power through. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and leave your thoughts in the comment section down below on these episodes. And yeah, I'm gonna count down from 3, 3, 2, 1, and then you press play with me when I click, because it's 3, 2, 1, click. And don't click on 1. 3, 2, 1, click. And then I'll take away this after you've aligned it and everything. So without further ado, let's jump into it. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so you should be aligned now. I've seen up to the end of the opening song for this episode, because then it started buffering the first time and I had to download it. And all I said during this part of the episode, I was just like, shit, he sounds really sick. Okay, here we go. Take 65. I was, the first time I started recording this video, I was watching online, so I didn't download the episode, and I did my whole intro, and that opening started playing, and I remember, like, I talked about how happy I am they didn't change the intro because I really love this one. And then when it got to the end of the intro, it started buffering, and I was like, no. And then, yeah, it took quite a while to download, but here I am, finally about to just sit back and relax and enjoy this episode. I love the song. Oh, I didn't do a poll last season on the best opening of the season. So I'm a little sad because I wanted to know how well this opening would have done. But I think I'll do another poll for the last season in this next week. Okay, focus. Against corpse rules. Oh. So he devoured them, or his mother, or... Oh. Imagine having a demon for a child that ends up killing people to survive. Oh, this father. I thought he said my father. That's a really difficult situation, right? Imagine, I don't know what I do. They were gonna die together. The ultimate sacrifice. Makes sense psychologically. And then he spent his whole life trying to recreate that bond that he himself had severed. It's exactly moments like these why this is my #1 anime. The storytelling is next level beautiful. Aww. Yes! Yes! I love this story so much. Mm-hmm. That was a brilliant first half. Are you going? She's never killed a single soul, so I mean, she hasn't killed a person yet, right? He's going out of his way for them. He's contradicting himself, and it's interesting. Make her smooth. Wait, who was following him? What other one? Oh no, he already defeated the other one. The other demon I was thinking of. Oh, is she the other one? Oh, fuck, there's another one of her. Whoa! Oh! Oh! Ooh. Oh, cute. When you stop thinking about things and just do things like killing without thinking, oh, look at that face. Oh, her vein is popping. She's angry as fuck. Because she hasn't killed anyone. Taken into custody though, not killed. His face is probably pulverized down there. Oh, my boy Inosuke. Aww. Yes, it is her. That pink light is really pretty. Oh, I'm so sad it's almost over. The girl with the pink and green hair. I've seen her before and I want to get to know her. She looks awesome. I should have had a piece of paper with me so that I could write down things that I want to talk about at the end. Darkness. Darkness. Da-na, da-na, na, 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 na. I'm having a bad hair day. Dun, 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 dun. It didn't start playing yet. You're still aligned. There it goes. Yeah. Mm-hmm. No. I have to say, I'm liking him more than you right now, girl. Just saying. Okay, so that was a great episode. I really loved that. Because, and this counts for why the series is my favorite as a whole. I am partial to good stories and good storytelling, and like there's a few reasons actually that I can point out, because people seem to be confused. Well, not a lot of people, but there have been, you know, the odd aggressive tweet or two when I said I tweeted about Demon Slayer being like my number one right now, and not number one of the season, number one, period. And people seem to be quite aggressively like, what the fuck? Da, 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 da. It's not even that good. I read the manga and da, 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 da. The dialogue sucks. Oh my god. And then I'm just like, you know how you could have phrased that differently, politely. Like you could have been like, Demon Slayer is your number one. That's interesting. Could you tell me why? I read the manga and I didn't really enjoy the dialogue all that much, and I haven't picked up the anime. Something like that, you know, just phrase yourself differently if you want someone to listen to your opinion and to care about what you're saying. Because if you start your fucking tweet with, what the fuck? Why is it your favorite? I don't even think that's what they said. Why is it your favorite? The whole fucking tweet was so rude. and they called like the dialogue shit and this and that, and I'm like, yeah, no, that's how you get muted. No one wants to listen to a person that expresses themselves that way. Well, except other people that also don't like it, and then you can go sit in your corner and bitch about it, and the rest of us that actually enjoy it, you know, we can talk about what we enjoy and what we don't enjoy, whatever. And my skirt is really high up right now, and I just want to pull it down. Like, look at that. Dun, dun. It's a high-waisted skirt, so it's supposed to be around here, and then this is supposed to be there. But I've been sitting and going down and down and up and down, and it's been squeezing up, and it went right under my boobs. Very uncomfortable. Sorry. Got up right in your face with that. So I could properly, I wouldn't want to talk about it right now, but I'm going to. I wanted to properly sort out my thoughts and express, list it properly, but let me just mention a few things why. It was before episode 19, I think around episode 15 or 16, where I decided this is now my number one, like, because I have an Annie list. Let me actually just quickly show you if you haven't seen. The link is also in in the description of my video. So I have this Annie list here. I like using it because it is very user friendly. There's a social side to it with the global posts and everything. It's just very pretty and user friendly. And here's the list, a favorites list. And it was around episode 15 or 16 when I moved all the pictures on loading, because my internet is absolutely shit and not even a picture wants to load. But anyway, at least Demon Slayer loaded. So it was around episode 15 or 16 when I think I may have done it in a video, maybe, I don't remember. But it was around there that I definitely showed it in a video when it was number one. And the reason why I put it as number one wasn't just because of the visuals. At the start of Demon Slayer, episode 1, episode 2, I didn't even like the visual. I'm not talking about the animation. I'm talking about the visuals, the style of the anime. I didn't even like it all that much. I was like, this is gonna take some time getting used to. And I got used to it, and I loved it. I really like the style. It's not my favorite style of anime, but I've definitely come to love it a lot, and it's very unique and beautiful. The animation is like probably one of the best I've ever seen. Like, other standout animation, Violet Evergarden had phenomenally beautiful animation. Attack on Titan had very smooth action scenes, like and detailed and intricate. Demon Slayer to me is very artistic, the animation and how it's like the style of the it's just beautiful. Those are my three standout types of animation. I really enjoy animation like Welcome to the Ballroom, and it's a very not intricate, specific style. That's another style that I like. Old school styles like Oran High School Host Club and Eureka 7, like I like that as well. So I enjoy lots of different styles, and the style and animation was not the reason why I put it as my number one. But it's part of it. But the main reason why I put it as my number one around episode 15 or 16 was because of how it deals with moral ambiguity. Like, there are demons, and then there are Demon Slayer Corps, and there are humans, and they show us the demons' backstories. They make us see, these demons were once human. So you can't be like, it's black and white. Demons are evil and humans are, like, I like how they make it ambiguous, but at the same time, there is Tanjiro with this very strong sense of justice that can acknowledge these demons, like, yes, they've killed many people and that's wrong, and I'm gonna kill you because that's like, it's getting a little bit like, should you kill someone for, like, should a person's life be allowed? Like, are you allowed to kill someone if they've killed other people? Isn't that just making you a murderer and perpetuating the evil, you know? That is a different discussion, and I don't want to touch on that right now, because in real life, I don't believe that, there's a part of me that wants to say, like, fuck, if you've killed 10 people, if you've raped 10 women, like, you deserve to be killed. Like, there's a part of me that just wants to say that, but then there's this other, what do you call it, like, more centered, more spiritual part that says, you know what, that's not going to change anything. It's just going to perpetuate that exact thing that you want to stop, killing, murder, sin, if you will. It doesn't, you know, fix it. Killing doesn't fix shit. Anyway, but my point is just that I like how this anime deals with all of that. It makes you question right and wrong. It makes you see and feel sympathy for the evil. It makes you angry at the good. Like, when that guy walked on top of his clothes, I was like, bitch, the fuck? Did you not just see his tragic backstory? And yes, of course, he killed many people. He was an awful demon. Like, I don't see how he deserved to live after that. And probably he was grateful to be killed at the end because of that moment with his parents. I don't believe in heaven and hell. I'm not gonna get into what I believe. So, but I do believe in whatever that was, souls reuniting in the whatever realm we go to after we die. That moment of, what do you call it? Complete understanding of the, like, not understanding, but after the life that you've lived, whether it's been tragic, the moment that you pass on, I feel like there's a coming to terms with everything. There's a healing that happens, so that in a sense your soul, I don't know, gets ready to come back. I don't know, I haven't died yet. I have probably, depending on what you believe, but in this lifetime I have not died yet. I have no memory of any previous lives or any other dimension. I'm just saying that, what am I saying? I'm saying that in this episode, like, it blurs the lines and it makes you think about these things, and I love that it does that. But what makes it, because there's a lot of other anime that does that. Attack on Titan used to be my favorite anime because it did that. But, and this is my personal opinion, Attack on Titan is, in this point of my life, for what I need and what I want to watch and see and think and feel, it just gets too dark. What I love about Demon Slayer, it tells these kinds of stories, it blurs these lines, it makes you think these things and question morality and what it means to be right and wrong, blah, 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 and death and killing and everything. But Demon Slayer, it's still, it tells these beautiful stories, various stories from various people that can be interpreted in various ways, and it goes from light to dark, and like there's funny moments, and there's just so much more to it right now that I relate to, that I gravitate towards. Whereas the reason why Attack on Titan isn't first anymore is because it is a great story. It is like mind-blowing and it's realistic and scary and it's so dark, and it's just how Demon Slayer for me not only makes you aware of the moral ambiguity and these dark things in life, dark harshnesses, I don't know how to put it, but it not only does it do that, it also gives me the lighter side of life, because life has both. There is beauty, and there is actually a quote specifically from Attack on Titan, a Mikasa quote. Life is beautiful, but it's also, no wait, I'll find it. I can't now. Mikasa quote. Life is beautiful, but it's also, this world is cruel, it is also very beautiful. And to me, it feels like Attack on Titan I'm not comparing these two because they have anything to do with each other. I'm only comparing them because Attack on Titan used to be my number one. So please calm yourself, because I know that there will be people. Anyway, it says this world is cruel and it's also very beautiful. And it feels like Attack on Titan gives me, this world is cruel. This world is cruel. This world is cruel. This world is fucking cruel. Everyone is fucking monsters and everyone's killing each other. And there's no hope. We're all gonna fucking die. This world is cruel. The end. That is, to me, right now, my personal, it's gotten too dark. It's gotten too dark, and it's perfect for Attack on Titan. I don't need any happy fairy tale, lovey-dovey, wada, cause, like Aaron said, you can't hope for a horror story with a happy ending. I get that. That's great for Attack on Titan. What I love about Demon Slayer, it gives me, this world is cruel, but it's also very beautiful. There are demons, but there are also these beautiful backstories, these fun character interactions. You know, there's things to appreciate about life too, as fucking awful as it is. Your parents were killed, his siblings were killed, but he focuses, here's my one sister, I'm gonna live my life for her. He meets these people, he helps them, he meets demons. That beautiful scene where he killed the one, but he did it in a way, and it was merciful, and it's just, it balances the lightness and the darkness so beautifully for me. Of course the visuals are amazing, but that's not the reason why I put it as my number one. It's the stories intertwined in it, how they tell it. It's like, I'm just the kind of person, a beautiful story just gets me. And the way, like, this first half of this episode, it was like, wow. I didn't need flashy music and big explosions and sword fighting to just sit there in awe of this simple story. A child who was born, you know, with a body that he couldn't run, he couldn't play, he couldn't, you know, he was literally, I wouldn't say invalid. He wasn't but you know what I'm saying. He was born frail. And then this demon came to save him, but turned him into a demon, a being that needed to steal the lives of other beings to continue living. Is that really what you call saving? Okay, but then he did that. The mother and father, how do you deal with, like, you can, this specific topic, you can talk to it forever, you can talk about it forever. What would you have done in that situation? Was it right what they did? You know, wanting to kill him and then kill themselves afterwards. And there's so much, like, there's no right and wrong here. Sometimes I wonder, is there really a right and wrong? Is there a, you know how there's, is there some kind of natural rule telling you this is moral and this isn't? This was the right thing to do, that wasn't. Like, there probably isn't no, sorry, I said probably and I didn't like that. There probably isn't no black and white, but, and this is what I love about the story, at some point, you need, whether there's no easy choice. There's no black and white, yes or no, that's right, that's wrong. There is no clear-cut, easy choice, but you have to make the choice. Sometimes you have to make the choice, because if you take no action, it's very difficult. It is very difficult. And it's also very natural. Lions kill deer, you know, but they don't torture them. So there's a lot that humans do that, you know, you can't just say, oh, but it's nature's way. But I just love that this story gives me so much to think about, you know, and it tells these beautiful stories. And I definitely would love to read the manga afterwards. But at this point, I feel like the anime is doing, I don't feel the need to go read the manga. Like, it's doing it really good justice, however you want to put that. So yeah, the reason I wanted to talk about this is just because so many people, since episode 19, the hype around Kimetsu has blown up a lot, and whenever that happens, you will get extremists that fight, Kimetsu fans that can't deal when someone doesn't like it. Attack on Titan fans, One Piece fans that can't deal when someone like me says, oh, this is my favorite anime, like my number one. I haven't even finished the fucking story and it's my favorite, but it's because of the progression of it, what I've seen up to now, that I just feel like at this point in my life, I can't think of anything I need more than once a week to sit here and see the story unfold, you know? It's absolutely beautiful, and it really is art. Like, the style is just, it's part of it. As much as people say, like, oh, you only like it because of the visuals and because of the animation. No, but it's part of it, yes. But it was before episode 19 that I put it as my favorite, just FYI. And yeah, I just wanted to talk about it specifically because of the kind of hate that's been going around between extremist fans, both of Demon Slayer and other anime. And I wanted to maybe go a little bit more in depth about why I love everything so much. But at the end of the day, it's a personal experience, you know. You try and explain to someone why, like, how do I try and explain to someone why blue is my favorite color? You can give reasons. I can give reasons, like, it's the same color as the sky. Yeah. There was this one anime character with really beautiful hair, and in that moment I was just like, I love that, and it was like I don't know, I didn't one morning wake up and decide blue was my favorite color. It was like this gradual process, and I can point to different things that happened, different characters with blue hair, and then it all just lit up to a moment, and one day someone asked me, what's your favorite color? And I'm just like, blue. And yeah, it's the same for a lot of anime. Like, you can give a few reasons. Like, I can tell you I love the story, I love the characters, I love the interactions, I love the visuals and the animation. I can give a bunch of reasons, but over time, it just, one day, I was like, what's your favorite anime? And I was like, Demon Slayer, you know? And it's a personal experience. You don't have to understand it. But this episode is another good example of why. Because of the storytelling, because of the contrast between these dark themes, like him standing on that Ruiz clothes, and despite everything that Ruiz did to Tanjiro, he says, get off of his clothes. I will not trample over these, like, they are tragic beings, like, that stark, serious themes, dark themes, because how can you look at the clothes of the person that almost ripped your sister apart and actually feel sympathy for them? And that makes me think of a manga that I once read where, I'm not going to say the name because then I'm going to spoil it. It might spoil it anyway if you start reading and you realize, oh, I'm reading that thing she talks about. Now I know how, no, anyway, I hope you forget by the time. But it's not a very popular manga. So anyway, so this manga, and I probably for this reason why it's not very popular, it's a girl that was born, and her mother committed suicide, and she didn't even I don't know if she knew, because her mind blanked it out because it was too tragic, in the same way that Rui couldn't deal with, you know how your body suppresses things that you can't maybe process, it's too much for you to handle. But anyway, so she was basically a baby born from a 16 or 17-year-old girl, because the 16-year-old, 17-year-old girl was raped, and then she still had the baby, and then eventually the mother killed herself because of, I don't know, it was explained in the manga better, but the important part is, years later, she was like, this girl that was the baby of that girl who killed herself, who was raped, who had that baby, is her. She grew up, and she was really bad at making friends, because the way that she dealt with people, like, it really pushed people away. She was, but anyway, and eventually there's a whole fucking long story, beautiful story, a lot of romance. It's very shoujo, so I don't think many people would might like it. But by the end, she meets her father, and it's told much better. But I'm just summarizing it now. She ends up meeting her father, and he gives her letters from. He's become a pastor, and he gives her letters from her mother. And she realizes that her mother had communicated with this guy later, because when the baby was born, he reached out to her, and he was like, and she reciprocated and said, she said at first it was to spite him and show him how beautiful his child was, and she was taking care of it on her own. And there was apparently the settlement with and she got, I don't know, I can't explain the story better. But eventually her father ended up falling in love with her mother while they were communicating, but I don't think the mother fell in love with him, but she wrote in order to kind of spite him, to show him that she's doing this on her own, but then she killed herself. But then her father always held the letters, and he never reached out to her, but later she met him in another way, and he was taking care of like foster kids, and it was her friend that somehow got them together, and he wanted to say that this man had been a great father to me, and I've fallen in love with you, and I wanted, because the guy fell in love with her. Why am I talking about this manga now? Oh, because Tanjiro was able to feel sympathy for that man. Like, that's like some next level spiritual transcendent shit, that like if you can look at the person that you hate, that tortured you, that her father that raped her mother, that, you know, those kinds of things, like if you can actually look at that person and feel sympathy for them, and like that to me is amazing. And I love that this story deals with shit like that, and it makes you think about things like that, and just not everyone's gonna get it, because not everyone cares about these kinds of things. You know, some people, we only have so much capacity in our hearts to relate to things, I guess. And if you don't if you don't relate to something at one point in your life, maybe watch it, try it again later, and maybe, like when I was younger, I didn't like olives. Now I eat olives. Your taste changes. Wow, I'm rambling a lot tonight. I'm talking a bunch of shit. But at the end of it all I want to say is that I love this anime so much, and I really enjoyed this episode, and I wanted to express to you why I love it, because that is part of what I do. Like, yes, I react to anime, awesome, but I've told you before that this channel was always supposed to be a review channel, and I love sharing. If I say something is good or something, I don't enjoy something, I want to explain why. And you might not understand, like you might not like this story that much, or da 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 da. Well, if you're listening to this, then, you know, I'm really preaching to the choir here, because if you're actually listening to me, you kind of have to care about this anime at least a little. But I just wanted to express why I put it as my number one, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to more, and I would love to hear your thoughts on why you're watching this anime. What do you love about it? And do you agree or not understand some of the things I said? Because I will do my best to explain it in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching with me, and a shout out to Kaiseron. I don't know how. I said Kaiseron. Maybe that's how I'm supposed to say it. I just wanted to give you a shout out, because I know you also talked about the more you mentioned better reasons that I can't really put into words, with how it expresses like different parts of Japanese culture, and you know, this family thing that's really important in Japanese culture, and these bonds, and Tanjiro mentioning, you know, he's the older brother. And I just wanted to say that I really enjoyed reading your messages on Discord. Even though I didn't have all that much time to talk about it, I knew I was going to talk about it today in this video. So those are my thoughts. Thank you for sharing your thoughts, and thank you to everyone for watching. See you next time. Bye.